Hello everyone, how's everybody today? Today we're going to make a very simple hat, very easy. So you're going to need a size 10 knitting needle, size 10, a pair of scissors, and a large eye needle. That's what you're going to need, all right? So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to cast on 70, which I've done already. I've cast on 70. Now, when I'm making a hat and I have to sew the hat up, I always like to leave a long tail because I like to sew from the bottom up and not from the top down. And even when you finish, leave a long strand at the top as well to make sure you have enough yarn either way. And the color I'm using is red. And it's from Mainstays, 100% acrylic yarn. And it's 397 yards. Walmart carries the Mainstays yarn, and you can also order it online. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to cast on 70, which I've already done. And we're going to knit until we get to 20 inches, and then we're going to sew the hat together. All right, let's get started. And remember how to knit. We're going to take our knitting needle and we're going to go under the left needle. We're going to wrap, pull the yarn through and out. We're going to go under, wrap around, pull the yarn through and out. Under, pull the yarn through and out. Under, pull the yarn through and out. If you don't remember how to cast on, you can follow my videos on how to cast on, and you can also look at my video on how to make a pom-pom, because this hat is going to have a pom-pom. So let's continue. We're going to go under, around, pull the yarn through, out. Under, around, pull the yarn through and out. As you can see, all I'm doing is knitting. I'm not purling. It's all knitting. And you're going to do this, I'm going to say between 19 and 22 inches. It depends on who you're making the hat for and how big a brim you want it. Very simple. That's all you're doing. Under, over, and out. And here's the last stitch, and we're going to go under, over, and out. And all you do is switch the full set of stitches to the left. And I'm speaking for right-handed people. And you take your needle, and you start again. Under, over, out. That's all you do. And so this is called a garter stitch. When that's all you're doing is knitting, it's the garter stitch. have my window open, so I'm not sure if you hear these green parakeets or not. So, this is how it looks. And this is the right side. You see that? That's the right side. And this is the wrong side. Okay? So when we have it the length we want, when we turn the bottom of the hat over, you're going to see this part. All right? You're going to see this part. So now, I'm just going to keep going until I get the hat the length that I want. So I will see you then. Keep knitting. I knitted the hat to 11.5 inches. And now I've done the last row. And what we're going to do now is we're going to bind off and take the hat off of the needle, and we are going to put this hat together, and I'm going to show you how to bind off. What we're going to do is we're going to take our needle and we're going to pick up 2. I'm picking up 2 stitches, and we're going to wrap and knit, and then we're going to put the single stitch back. You see that? We're going to pick up 2, wrap, knit, and put the single stitch back. So we're picking up 2 stitches and putting 1 back. We're going to pick up 2, knit, put the stitch back. Pick up 2, knit, put the stitch back. See how the stitches are coming off the needle? Okay, I'm going to do a few more. We're going to pick up 2, wrap, put 1 back. Pick up 2, wrap, put 1 back. Pick up 2, wrap, put 1 back. Pick up 2, pick up 2, wrap, put 1 back. Pick up 2, wrap, put 1 back. So far, this is how it looks binding off. You see that? And once we bind off, we're going to put the hat together. How about that? I'm at the last 4 stitches. And we're binding off. Uh-oh, 2 stitches left. And we're going to bind the 2 stitches off. Now, we are going to put the hat together. Ooh, we are going to put this hat together. All right, so I'm going to leave a long tail. A long tail, like a long tail. And I'm going to pull the thread, and I'm going to take the yarn and pull it through the hole so that it doesn't unravel. Okay, now we're going to put this hat together. And to do that, when I make my hats, I always like to leave a long tail at the bottom and a long tail at the top. Now, some people, they start putting the hat together by sewing the top up first and then going down. But I rather start from the bottom up because it makes the bottom part cleaner when you put it together. Because you have to knot it, and I don't want to knot it at the bottom. I want to knot it at the top. So let's start putting the hat together. After threading my needle, I'm going to start from the bottom. And I'm just going to go, well, at the bottom, I want to make sure it's strong. So I'm going to go in and out. And I'm going to go back to the bottom here. I want to make sure I have it really good. And then I'm going to wrap around real good. And now I'm going to weave in and out going up the top. Just weaving in and out. In and out. All the way to the top. I'm at the top of the hat. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to meet up to this long strand. And I'm going to tie it in a knot. Okay, so now that this strand is shorter, I'm going to use the long strand to weave the top of the hat together. Now the hat is open and we're going to close it at the top. We're going to take the needle and we're going to weave in. We're going to go in and out, in and out, and pull because it's going to close. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and pull. See, it's bunching up as I pull. In and out, in and out. And you don't have to go through every stitch. See how it's gathering? In and out, all the way around. In and out. And I'm going to pull. Okay, see that? All the way around. In and out. In and out. In and out, all the way through. In and out, in and out, in and out, all the way through. See, it's closing up. In and out, in and out, and I'm pulling the hat closed. We're almost there. In and out, in and out. See, it's closing. I'm pulling some more. Make sure it's tight. And I'm going to go in and out again. Let me see. I'm going to go here. And pull tighter. And then I'm going to sew up the top from one side to the other. See, one side to the other side. Make sure it's good and closed. Whoop. Whoop. There. Now I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look and double check before I cut the yarn. So I'm going to put it on the right side. Okay, make sure it's good and closed. And I am going to put a pom-pom on it. It looks good and closed. Now that I'm satisfied with the stitching, I'm going to take the two threads and I'm going to tie them in a knot. Good and tight. And when I do my knots, I do like to use this fabric fusion. It's a glue. Just to make sure the knot stays. And I just squirt a little bit, just a little. into the knot. There you go. And I tie the knot again. Into the glue. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna clean up the thread. I'm gonna weave in the thread, but I want to take a good look at the hat. So this is your easy knitted hat. You see? Now it's time for the pom-pom. And if you want to learn how to do a pom-pom, just go to my videos and you'll see a video on how to make a pom-pom. It's very, very easy. I just finished making the pom-pom. And here's how the hat looks with the pom-pom. Very easy to make. Okay, my subscribers, I hope you enjoyed watching my video and seeing how easy it is to make this hat. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you at my next video. Bye now.